The forest is slowly growing back, even starting to outgrow the huts it now shares these hills with. This tree used to be the only reminder of the thick canopy, cut down to make way for the hundreds of thousands of Rohingya who fled here.
But what you see here was a forest reserve 3 years ago.
It's taken a multinational effort by different aid agencies, together with the Bangladeshi government, to host almost 900,000 people on this challenging terrain. But what happens now?
This is the third year of the Rohingya crisis. The first year was all about saving lives, and the second year was about stabilizing the situation in the camp that you see. And I would say that the third year really has to be about preserving people's hope and their dignity for the future. And when we look at the hills of Myanmar, just over there, that's where people want to go. That's what they tell us. They want to repatriate.
But multiple attempts to start a voluntary repatriation program have failed. No one here trusts the Myanmar government will ensure their safety. It hasn't allowed any observers to visit the Rohingya areas, and Bangladesh has made it clear it can't host them forever. For the refugees, there is a lot of time to think. Syed Ahmed is the father of 3 young children.
We are
living here now for almost 2.5 years. Somehow we are managing. And for that, we are very grateful to all those who are helping us. But we are deeply concerned about our children's future and their education. Although we are getting by, but if we end up staying here longer, then it is very likely our freedom and movement will be more restricted.
There are already restrictions here. The Rohingya can't leave the camps nor access the main roads after dark. And recently the military has started to build a fence around the camp's perimeter. The local Bangladeshi population is also becoming frustrated with the refugees. This situation is not sustainable in the long term, but there seems to be little international pressure on Myanmar to change it. It's almost 2.5 years on and still no one has been held to account for what happened to the Rohingya. These camps are the size of some of the world's capital cities, but where everyone has a story of tragedy and trauma. It seems the world has simply accepted that this is just the way it is, that this vast landscape of refugees hidden away in far southeastern Bangladesh is simply a new reality. It's a reality no one here wants to accept. With their lives on hold, everyone wants to go home. Myanmar's mountains can be seen from all across these camps. But as things stand for now, it may as well be a world away. Stefanie, Dekker, Al Jazeera in the Rohingya refugee camps of southeastern Bangladesh.